virtual assistants equal money, virtual assistants equal profit, is because we come in there, we add woman power to the business. We free up our clients' time by taking off the tasks that it doesn't make sense that they are doing, so that they can repurpose their free time, hello Paige, into what makes them money.
Hey, Laptop Freedom Babes, Wonderlust.
This is Hello from Greece.
Hello.
Hello. Super vibes here. I decided to do my free training this week from a watermelon inner tube in the ocean because, for real, hello Shaitan, hello Natasha, this is for real, like what I've been doing. Obviously I am working. Hi Misha, I'm gonna wave to you, but I just want to like put out vibes, like put out some serious vibes that like this is the life of virtual assisting, is floating on an inner tube, working off of your cell phone or your laptop or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I am going to put out some really good connective energy out there, and I'm going to do my live training from an inner tube in the middle of the ocean. So like, oh, I should turn a little bit. The thing with the ocean is that there's like waves and tides, so I'm going to go in and out of focus. Okay, today's free training is about, like, you know, the expression time equals money, and I feel like it's a really common expression, but what does it actually mean, and how can you use it to empower you as a virtual assistant, and how can that simple time equals money or time is money, that 3-word phrase, how can it give you perspective about the importance that you play in your client's business? So here's the thing. A client, and I talk about this a lot, a client, you know, they get into business because they have something that they're passionate about and they have a zone of genius. The example I always use, and I might as well just use the same examples so that the message gets repeated, is like the baker. So, and anyone who hops on a connection call with me about the Laptop Freedom Program knows that I talk about the baker. A baker gets into business because they like baking cookies and they like designing recipe books. And because we are human and we are on this planet and there's economies and all this kind of stuff, we've got to make money doing it. That is the truth. And so the baker needs to sell those cookies. They need to sell those recipe books and those cookbooks. However, there are all of these parts of business, any business, that still has to be done, still has to be handled. Admin, tech, marketing, and design. These are all these things that still have to be handled. If the baker, because there's only 24 hours in a day, is spending their time working on their website, responding to their emails, sending out marketing broadcasts to their mailing list, designing any of their logos, managing their social media, all of these things that are crucial to the growth of a business. If the baker is spending time doing that, guess what they're not doing? They're not baking cookies. They're not designing recipe books. They're not selling. So that is where the expression time equals money, that's what it means to a potential client. And that's why virtual assistants and the services that we provide literally equal money, because you are freeing up your client's time so that their time can be put back into what they're even in business for in the first place so that they can be making money. I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, pop into the comments. I can read the comments here from my watermelon inner tube. P.S. This watermelon inner tube is the best. Let me know if this is resonating with you. Does that make sense when I say time is money? Like a lot of women who are starting their virtual assistant businesses, they come up with imposter syndrome. This whole sense of, why would a client hire me when they could just do it themselves? Great question. The point is that doing some of these tasks themselves is not the most profitable way for them to spend their time. And they know that. So virtual assistants, this is why we are so cool. And this is why virtual assistants equal money. Virtual assistants equal profit. Is because we come in there, we add woman power to the business. We free up our clients' time by taking off the tasks that it doesn't make sense that they are doing, so that they can repurpose their free time, hello Paige, into what makes them money. And so in the analogy I used about the baker should seriously be in the kitchen baking cookies, coming up with new recipes, building those recipe books. The baker should be on the phone with grocery stores, getting the cookies on the shelf. That's what equals money in the business. And when money comes into a business can grow. So money has to come into a business. Like, clients don't need money just so they can pay rent and feed their family and do all these things. That is important. But they also need money so that they can invest back in their business and their business can grow. So when it comes to virtual assisting, hello, Nino. Yes, right? That makes so much sense. I love my baker analogy, especially because I love cookies. But, this is why when I started my virtual assistant business, this is my story. Okay, so before I was a virtual assistant, I was an executive assistant in the film industry, and I supported like pretty significantly big name producers in the film industry. And luckily, I had mostly good experiences. But one of the producers that I was working with, and at the time I was working on the #1 drama on ABC, the producer I was assisting, this particular person went to like everyone on set, everyone in the film, everyone in the show. Okay, this is good. This is a crazy story. And they said, if I drop dead, Rebecca is the next person in charge. And obviously when it comes to like titles and nuances of the film industry, like that's not true. But what my executive was implying is that like my job, making the executive look good, keeping them organized, keeping them on top of everything, allowing them to focus on their job as an executive producer in the film industry, that's what made me so valuable as an assistant. And so when I started my VA business, I was able to walk in with that kind of confidence because that's what I had already gathered in the world of executive assisting, is that kind of like bomb-ass confidence. I know what I'm worth and what I bring to the table for you, opposed to the other side, this other, energy that some women bring that are like, okay, but why would a client hire me? It's like, why would a client not hire you? You literally free up their time so that they can put it back into their business in that zone of genius, in that passion, that reason why they got into business in the first place, and make more money, bake more cookies, design more recipe books, all of that stuff, because your client is no longer, I'm like running into the beach right now. The client is no longer spending the precious hours of a day managing their social media. First thing that can go off to a virtual assistant. Social media, today's day and age, is crucial for a business marketing. Social media leads to sales. And so that is a really important part of business, but it is one of the first things that a virtual assistant can handle. And so instead of the baker spending time like scheduling their posts, engaging with their audience, writing up content, planning out a social media strategy, instead of literally sinking time into doing that, they can hire a VA to do it. And then they have more time to bake cookies and create recipe books. That's what they're actually selling. Speakers, clients who do speaking events. This is huge, okay? So a client who does a speaking event, they need to like prep and practice and get on stage and do their speaking, but they're probably selling something, a book, a course, a transformation, whatever it is. They don't have time to do it all. And in fact, that's not how they're going to profit. So I hope this makes sense to you when I say that like time equals money. It is 3 super powerful words to understand as a virtual assistant. And when you're curious about virtual assisting, I want you to have that kind of badass confidence. Like, hell effing yeah, a client needs me because I'm going to take tasks off their plate. I'm going to, I'm going to book their travel. I'm going to get that all organized for them. I am going to manage their email inbox. I'm going to handle scheduling all of their meetings. I'm going to make them look awesome. And I am literally going to free up their time. So guess what? They can start creating and generating more money for their business, making more sales, selling more products, whatever it is that they do. And so have that confidence when you are curious about virtual assisting. Know that there is a steep learning curve. Yeah, you might say, Rebecca, I've never been a virtual assistant before. I don't know anything. There's a lot you do know, and the learning curve is steep, and your value will go up very quickly. And that's what time equals money. On the other side of that, you might be engaging with clients who have yet to hire their first virtual assistant. And so they might be asking you, or they might be cautious, or they might be reserved. And you might feel like you're in a position where you need to teach this potential client the value of a virtual assistant. Use those 3 words. Hey, have you heard of the expression time equals money? Yes. Okay. Guess what hiring a VA means? It means I come into your business, I take those nitty-gritty tasks off of your plate. Maybe you can list a few for me right now. What would that be like? What would you do with that extra time? Perhaps you would repurpose it into more product creation, more sales, baking more cookies, creating more recipe books, going to more recipe book signings. Maybe for the baker analogy, maybe they're going on baking talk shows. And I don't know, right? Like, this is a baker analogy, but all I'm saying is like, there is an opportunity for you to have that confidence, and there is an opportunity for you to teach any potential client your worth. And so right now in the current Laptop Freedom program, we just started in July. So exciting. P.S. I'm so obsessed with this cohort of the Laptop Freedom program. Oh my gosh. Right now they're setting their prices in packages. And some of them are like, oh, Rebecca, that seems too high. I've never done this before. Is that what I'm worth? It's like, girl, what do you think the value to them is if they had more time to create a product that they sell for more than what they pay you an hour? A lot. So that's where time equals money comes in. I hope that really like sunk in and resonated with a couple of you. I definitely entered my VA career with like this big kind of probably inflated sense of confidence and kind of walked in like, you need me. But, whatever. I was able, because I understood there was going to be a steep learning curve, and I knew I was up to tackling it. And so then I definitely reached that inflated sense of confidence walking in, sort of the fake it till you make it thing. But I just kept telling myself, like, time equals money, time equals money. And that is a phrase that a client can understand. And that's one that I can bring to the table and be like, hey, that's why you need a VA. So let me know if you have any questions about that. And, you know, I want that to sink in. It's simple, but it's powerful. It's so powerful. And I really want to take this opportunity too to kind of tease and hint at a new announcement. Well, new again, I guess. And it's for moms, and any moms who are listening, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but I am pretending to be flirtatious and teasy. But I really want to support moms again. It's been so fun supporting moms, especially during this time. And I'm ready and excited and open to support more moms. And so is my business bestie, Kaylee. So one thing we're going to do is on Monday, we're going to do a free webinar. We're going to do a free webinar just for moms. And it's going to be about starting your VA business while raising a family. Like, how the hell are you supposed to be able to do both? Luckily, my bestie, Kaylee, is a VA mompreneur, master of it all genius. And she is my guru, and she's going to be partnering with me on this webinar about supporting moms that want to start a VA business. So on Monday, and I'll type more about this in the group, on Monday we're going to be doing a free webinar for moms about, like, how the hell do you do it? How the hell do you raise a family and start a business working from home? Here's the awesome thing. Moms can do it all. And we know that. We all know that, and we're all so impressed with it. Moms can do it all. And so I'm here to support you. Kaylee's here to support you. And so stay tuned. We're going to be, cough, cough, Laptop Freedom Moms program. We're going to be having a really fun announcement again to support more moms who are curious about it. Sweet. Okay, I'm done with this free training, and because I think it was short and powerful, and I just want to, my goal always is to instill empowerment and confidence. I can't start your VA business. I can't. You can. And the way you do it is with confidence and fun and community and empowerment and feeling like a badass and having fun in the womanpreneurship of it all. And that's what I want all of you to feel and vibe with, and create a life where you can literally be floating on a watermelon inner tube in the middle of the ocean while doing your work. For real. I'm not kidding. I've been at this beach house for 2.5 weeks now, kind of by accident, but I had no reason to go back. No work, because I just took it with me. So let me know if you catch the replay in the comments, and any thoughts. You know, I'm so glad that you said that made more sense and it's so much clearer. I totally agree. And that's it. I'm going to wrap that up. So bye for now.